Engines roaring, feel the beat, Ryan and John can't be beat, on the Fastlane, so sleek, gotta rev up, hit the street, ooh yeah, Fastlane, all night, feel the speed.
And we're back in the fast lane, proudly brought to you by Betify. Here we are, John. It's another cold week in the Cape. Another reason to be by a campfire somewhere or by a warm fire at a wine farm somewhere in the Western Cape.
We've got so many options when it comes to wine farms.
Spoiled for choice.
I know. And the best wines in the world as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. Listen, not the perfect conditions to be in a Spider, but friends of ours at Driving Force have put one in their collection, and I'm not sure if it's for sale yet, but we did manage to get the car beautifully detailed.
We took it to Flynn's, as you do when you get a new car like that. You need to put the protection on. I mean, he's done it inside and out. That color, they normally do like a ruby red, but that's not a ruby red. I'm not sure what color that Spider is, but it's, I mean, you know, we always talk Ferrari should be in red, but that car looks so sexy.
It is. It's like a ruby orange red. It's not like red, and it's not orange. It's in between, but it does look good in that car. Manual stick.
That manual, shift, I promise you, Ryan,
automatic.
I haven't driven. You can actually, it's a button that you can auto blip, so you can switch it on. But that it's like so tight and close, and it's just like pop, 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 pop. Oh man, and that 4-liter engine behind you. And the way the car handles, it is, it's just sexy. One of the sexiest cabriolets.
Definitely.
I think. I mean, you've always liked it. You've always said it's beautiful.
I do think so. I would love for us to drive sometime in the future a GT3 Touring manual. Aren't many of them in the Western Cape. We actually, in fact, know one or two people that might have them. We need to get our hands on that and drive that. But let's talk quick break in Formula One. A lot of rumors flying around about what's going on with cars and downforce and just people needing to up their game for the remainder of the season. It is a summer break, which means that every now and then when there's a summer break, the drivers go on holiday. Some of them choose sunny, warm destinations to go to, right? People working in Formula One. Others, crazily enough, come to Cape Town and spend the cold time. I'm going to put a picture in here quickly. Look who I spent time with this week. Our good friend is back in town again for a little bit of a break before heading back to Zandvoort for the remainder of, obviously, the Formula One season. But great evening and great times.
It's like his
for the
second
next
home now.
Yeah, well, it is. He lives here. And I get to spend a lot of time with him and Etienne and family and friends. So it's good to have him here, which means the next 2 weeks is going to be manic and crazy for me. But bit of a break, a lot of speculation as to what's going to happen with the remainder of the season. It's going to be a busy one.
Yeah, McLaren, the two drivers there, like we've spoken about before, the championship a lot closer, 9 points. I don't know how long that Zach Brown's going to be able to keep each driver happy, because most teams have a dominant driver, and they've got two very talented drivers, very similar. I think Oscar Mentely's got a little one-up on Lando, but Lando's not going to give up easily. So, I think strategies are going to be tricky. You can see they have to make quick calls because they've got two drivers near the front. You make one bad call and one driver loses out, and they're not going to be happy because they're both fighting for the championship. So it's going to be interesting. I still think there's going to be a blowout at some point. And I just hope, that it somehow goes well for both drivers and they both get a fair chance to fight hard for the championship. But we see George Russell now playing a little bit of mind games, and I don't blame him. Shame, he's basically was second pick. He has been offered now a contract apparently by Mr. Wolf, and he's saying he's going to take his summer break to think about what he's going to do. But shame. I mean, he's done well, for Mercedes, but they wanted Max. He's the best driver, and unfortunately they didn't get him. So that's going to be done and dusted. I think Mercedes is going to keep their two drivers. Colapinto again putting the car into the wall. Pirelli tire test, smaller wheel, narrower tire. That they were testing.
Good. Not good for them.
No, it's not good at all.
For his confidence, for how he ended the last race and how he continued in this time where he should be focusing on realigning his strategy in his career going forward. Not a good time.
Yeah, there was actually a great, podcast or clip that came out with Max Verstappen and Chris Harris. And Max actually spoke about in that in-car footage there when he was talking to Chris about how little time they actually get to test these vehicles. So they have to come to the track and be on it. Because he got into that Ford GDD and was on the pace straight away. And he said, well, as a Formula One driver, you have to get up to speed. There's no more testing. There's no more practice as much as what you used to. So coming back to Colapinto, these poor youngsters, Jack Doohan, Liam Lawson, all of them, they don't get a lot of time to get used to these cars. So when it goes bad, and there's
goes
just more
Brad
pressure,
properly, yeah.
and there's more people wanting to take the seat.
Listen, local motor racing, big shout out to all the guys and girls out at Killarney International Raceway. They'll be karting this weekend. Bring your kids down. Go and watch and support. There's youngsters as young as 7, 8 years old, if not even younger, inside those karts karting. And a nice eye-opener if your kids want to think about getting into karting. A lot of people are intimidated, as John's mentioned before, about the price and the cost involved with any motorsport. But don't let it put you off. Go down there, have a look. There are ways and means for you to enter the sport. So there's that. And then you mentioned this morning on radio, Kwesi Veyers.
Yeah, Kwesi Veyers and the hot rods. You know, it's a formula that I don't want to say, and it's like an issue in the bubble. You know about it. You know, for someone like me, I don't follow the hot rods that closely, but he's leading right up front in the championship there, doing a great job, and just quite an awesome character. Old Kwesi Veyers does great for local motorsport, and nice to see him competing and doing well.
Also, a big thanks to Jono. I think Jono was from Magmaster. Yeah. What a sensation. Thank you so much. We had a massive party and he allowed us the usage. And I had no idea the price and the cost involved with slick tires, especially Michelin new slick tires. He dropped off a whole lot for us. He went and he personally dropped them off at Century City Conference Centre and Hotel. Then he went to personally pick them up. So Jono,
really nice of him.
That's really nice. Thanks for the rim job. Thanks for we never get tired talking to Jono.
No, exactly.
But Jono, listen, thanks to Stack
Jono.
and Magmaster. Listen, right next to Magmaster, around the corner, is Driving Force. We spoke about some new additions on the floor. You went two series diesel after successfully completing our challenge last week of driving a 520D up to George and back over 1,000 kilometers on a 66 liter. 66 liters is the size. It's a tiny tank.
Yeah.
You did very well in that car. Jumping from a 520 to a 220 diesel with Driving Force, how was that?
Oh, gee, I mean, I love this little car. It's so compact, perfect little boot space, 2-door, sporty, nice little M Sport rims on it. So yeah, really, after driving such a big 520D, it feels like a go-kart, this 220. But, these German cars are just built well. Every time you get in them, you just enjoy it. But diesels seem to be the thing over the last 2 weeks, and there's definitely a place for diesels still in the market. I've been doing a little research on the second-hand car market. And besides cars getting really, really expensive, I think what you can buy for that sort of 400 to 600,000 Rand price is quite interesting, because I like to just go to certain channels, the local ones that you can do your searches on.
Sure.
And I throw it in there and I see what brands come up. I was quite surprised with some of the brands, like some of the Mercedes and BMWs. Obviously they're fighting the Chinese and the French cars, but some of them now have second-hand value has come down so much that you're getting a lot of car. I mean, we speak about it. I actually saw on Driving Force's floor, they had the old A6. And I just think of Jason Stratton, and he was in the S8, I think.
He was in the old Audi S8.
But you can buy one of those for like 300,000 with like 80,000 Ks on the clock. And they came with everything.
That is a great all-round vehicle. And actually, I know somebody in the media landscape that, I don't know if he still owns it, but he's got an Audi A8 that he kept. Now, I think he got rid of it, but he kept it literally forever.
They're massive.
And he didn't want to replace it because there was nothing he could replace it with that had that level of spec that he'd want from a vehicle.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've been driving. You got to look at this. Okay, so the color for me, as you look at this vehicle, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Would it be my pick? Would it be my pick to be in this color?
Good question. Would it be?
No, it wouldn't be my pick, that color. Definitely not. I'd go for that electric blue, that nice different color blue, or maybe silver, or even white in this would be amazing.
Yeah.
But this is the press car we got from Mercedes-Benz South Africa. Of course, it's the official title is Mercedes-Benz AMG SL63 4MATIC, right? It's got 4-wheel drive. Starting price of a shade under 3.9 million Rand. At the touch of a button, you can see there now the top going down. It's the same touch of the button that makes the top go up. Inside, magnificent. What a phenomenal vehicle to drive. I mean, we say this about every single car we drive, but I've always loved the SL from its original Dallas days that hit the big screen in Dallas all the way through till the latest 2025 version of this car. The SLs have always been something special. It's always been the coupe version of the S-Class. Everything that's special about the S-Class in terms of technology and driver tech and driver features have all come from the S-Class into an SL.
Do you feel like they're still carrying that heritage
Yes,
of
without a
that
doubt.
through the years, of that
Without a doubt.
classy,
Oh, you
elegant,
feel it.
legendary?
Yes, you feel it. It is such a great vehicle. Of course, standard, it comes with a 5-year, 100,000 kilometer maintenance plan. And you ask yourself, is it important to have a maintenance plan? Yes, it is, but they do offer the vehicle without one. So you don't have to take one. With one, it works out to just under 4 million again. You add another 100, but it's worth it.
I suppose it depends on how much you drive the car, because a lot of people don't drive it every day. It's a weekend car.
Yeah.
So yeah, makes
So
sense.
that car's now been replaced with the all-new GLE 53. Not the 63, the 53. And we'll talk more about that throughout the course of
Still
next
a big
week.
car.
Big car. We'll talk about that, like I said.
Oh, God. You know me. What a car.
Yeah. So I got a question, right? If you are watching this, if you're a petrol head, if you're somebody who loves motoring as much as we do, where is your go-to online platform for searching vehicle prices and what the market is at the moment? There's a couple of them that are out there at the moment. We know who they are, but importantly, we want to kind of attest to you because they will tell you that they are the one-stop shop for shopping cars. There's various platforms, but I want to open up a conversation with you watching. Where is your one-stop shop? Which website is the easiest? Why do you find it the easiest? And let us know. Where do you go to shop cars online? And by shopping, it's visually, right? Remember, you going to go and have a look at what a price of a whatever is, the new Toyota Prado, are they available on the secondary market? Where should we start? And it's always a good starting point somewhere, because often that car, John, is shared on multiple platforms.
Yeah,
it's
true.
not just on one place.
It
It's
used to
shared.
be like where they used to hog the one, but now I see it across multiple.
Class ads. Back in the day, the old
yes.
paper classifieds.
Oh, the Cape ads.
The Cape ads. It then went to a book form, another well-known
6 rolls
place.
and the newspaper under the
Under
arm and the Auto
you
Trader.
go
And
look at so Auto Trader is also one of them.
Yeah.
There's loads of them that have gone online. Let us know where your online platform for going to watch cars and look at cars in terms of secondary market. John and I will be back with another episode of the Fastlane. Like, subscribe, be a part of the community. Proudly brought to you by
Feel the
Bettify.
beat, feel the beat. Ryan and John can't be beat, can't be beat.